In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on January 5th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Rangers versus Chicago Blackhawks. The New York Rangers are set to hit the road and face off against the Chicago Blackhawks at the United Center in Chicago. The Rangers currently hold a record of 17-19-1, while the Blackhawks have a 13-24-2 record. These two teams have already met once earlier this season, with the Blackhawks emerging victorious in that matchup. This game represents another opportunity for the Rangers to bounce back and secure a much-needed win. The Rangers' defensive play will need significant improvement following their recent performance against the Washington Capitals. In their most recent game on Saturday, the Rangers' offense managed to score 4 goals, but their defense allowed a concerning 7 goals. At the end of the first period, the score was tied 1-1, but the Rangers' defense faltered in the second and third periods, giving up 3 goals in each. Currently, the Rangers are averaging 2.82 goals per game, while their defense is allowing 3.18 goals per game. In terms of rankings, the Rangers' offense sits at 23rd in the league, with the defense also ranking 23rd. The team averages 30 shots per game, which ranks 7th in the league, but their shot differential is -1.5, ranking them 22nd overall. The Rangers will need to shore up their defensive play to become more competitive moving forward. The Chicago Blackhawks have had a tough season, struggling to find much success. However, they are coming off a recent victory, having faced off against the Montreal Canadiens. In that game, the Blackhawks managed to score 4 goals on their way to a 4-1 victory. Nick Foligno had an impressive performance, netting 2 goals in the win. Prior to that, the Blackhawks suffered a tough loss against the St. Louis Blues, where their offense scored only 2 goals, while their defense allowed 6 goals. This inconsistency has plagued the Blackhawks throughout the season. Chicago is averaging just 2.54 goals per game, while their defense gives up 3.34 goals per game. Their offense is ranked 30th in the league, and their defense is ranked 26th. They are also shooting at a rate of only 9.94%, which is ranked 25th in the league. The Blackhawks will need to address both their offensive and defensive struggles to become more competitive in the second half of the season. The New York Rangers are set to take the ice for their second consecutive afternoon game in an original 6 matchup against the Chicago Blackhawks. This game represents the second and final meeting between the two teams this season, and the Rangers will be looking to even the score after the Blackhawks' 2-1 victory back in December. With that loss still fresh in their minds, the Rangers will be aiming to bounce back and get back to winning ways. New York is coming off a tough 7-4 loss and has dropped 5 of their last 6 games. Despite their recent struggles, Chicago has also lost 5 of their last 6 games, and they are currently a much weaker team compared to the Rangers. New York entered this season with high expectations, being viewed as a contender for the Stanley Cup, and while they have made some changes to their roster, they still boast a lineup full of big-name players. On the other hand, Chicago is led by young superstar Connor Bedard, but their supporting cast doesn't feature the same level of elite talent as New York's. The Rangers, though struggling, are still fighting for a playoff spot, and this game against the league's bottom-dwelling Blackhawks is one they cannot afford to lose. This game is truly a critical one for the Rangers if they hope to get back on track. The Rangers have the clear edge in terms of overall talent, with advantages in nearly every aspect of the game. If they can't secure a victory against one of the worst teams in the league, it would signal deeper issues within the team. Despite their recent struggles, I keep telling myself that it's only a matter of time before the Rangers find their rhythm, as they have a world-class goalie and a talented roster. They should be able to take care of business in this matchup. So the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. Offensively, the Rangers have been underperforming recently. They've scored 2 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 9 games, and their average of 2.82 goals per game places them 23rd in the league. On the other hand, the Blackhawks offense has also been struggling this season, scoring 3 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games. They rank 30th in goals per game and 30th in shots per game. The Rangers defense should be able to limit the Blackhawks offense, which averages only 2.54 goals per game. With players like Adam Fox, Keander Miller and the rest of the defensive unit creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on net, goaltender Jonathan Quick should have plenty of opportunities to make key saves. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks will aim to stifle the Rangers' offense, which has scored just 12 goals in their last 6 games, with defensemen like Connor Murphy, Alex Vlasic, and others working to create turnovers and block shots. Goaltender Petr Mrazek will be tasked with keeping the Rangers off the scoreboard. Given the struggles of both teams to score consistently, this game is expected to be low scoring. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Flyers versus Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs are set to host the Philadelphia Flyers on Sunday evening at Scotiabank Arena. As of now, the Maple Leafs are sitting atop the Atlantic Division with an impressive 52 points, accumulated from 40 games played. Heading into this matchup, they are on a strong 3-game winning streak. On the other hand, the Philadelphia Flyers find themselves in 6th place in the Metropolitan Division with 38 points after 39 games. Over their last 10 games, the Flyers have posted a 4-6 record, showing some inconsistencies in their performance. Recently, the Philadelphia Flyers faced a tough loss against the Golden Knights but managed to secure a victory over the Sharks. Looking ahead, they will be playing the Stars, Ducks, and Panthers in their upcoming matchups. The Flyers have been averaging 3.03 goals per game and have been successful in converting 15.9% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, however, they have struggled, allowing 3.56 goals per game, and their penalty kill is operating at a rate of 78.3%, which is below average. The Toronto Maple Leafs, in contrast, come into this game with a win over the Islanders and a dominant performance against the Bruins. Their upcoming opponents include the Hurricanes, Canucks, and Stars. The Maple Leafs are averaging 3.15 goals per game and are converting 20.7% of their power play chances, showing a potent offense. Defensively, they are allowing 2.78 goals per game and have a solid penalty kill that successfully neutralizes 82.3% of their opponent's power plays. Given the Flyers' defensive struggles and the Maple Leafs' high-powered offense, Toronto seems to have the upper hand in this matchup. The Flyers' difficulties in preventing goals, paired with the fact that Toronto boasts one of the league's best offensive units, give the Maple Leafs a clear advantage. Toronto has also had a strong track record against Philadelphia, winning 8 of the last 9 meetings. Furthermore, the Flyers' motivation appears to be dwindling as the season progresses. Toronto has been notably better at home, with a 16-7 record, while Philadelphia has been inconsistent on the road, with a record hovering around .500. Despite their offensive output exceeding expectations, Philadelphia's overall scoring ranks in the middle of the league, while Toronto excels on the power play, which could prove to be a major factor in this game. Additionally, the Flyers are dealing with the uncertainty of having goaltender Ersson listed as day-to-day, while both Toronto goalies have been performing at a high level this season. Looking at the broader picture, the Maple Leafs have won 8 of their last 12 games and have claimed victory in 5 of their last 7 contests against Eastern Conference opponents. Toronto ranks 9th in the NHL in goals allowed, giving up an average of 2.7 goals per game, while also maintaining a solid 3.1 goals per game average on offense. The Flyers, in comparison, have been struggling defensively, ranking second to last in goals allowed, with an average of 3.6 goals against per game. Toronto's goaltender, Joseph Woll, has been performing admirably with a 2.4 goals against average and a .917 save percentage. Woll has been in net for Toronto's last 3 wins. On the Flyers side, they will be without their top goaltender Samuel Ersson, forcing them to rely on backup Alexei Kolosov, who has posted a 3.45 goals against average and a .870 save percentage. The Philadelphia Flyers are currently in a rough patch, having lost 6 of their last 9 games, and defensively, they've been getting overwhelmed. In fact, the Flyers have allowed 4 or more goals in 7 of their last 9 games, a concerning trend when facing an offensive powerhouse like the Maple Leafs. Toronto, fresh off a 6-goal performance against the Bruins, will be at home, where they have a solid 16-7 record this season. The Maple Leafs have also dominated the Flyers recently, winning 8 of the last 9 matchups. So the Toronto Maple Leafs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of total goals, the Flyers have struggled defensively with a ranking of 3.6 goals against per game, which is second to last in the league. Their backup goaltender Kolosov's goals against average of 3.45 5 is another indication of their defensive struggles. The total has gone over in 5 of the Flyers' last 7 games. Similarly, the over has hit in 7 of Toronto's last 9 games and in 4 of their last 5 games played at home. These two teams have combined for 7 or more goals in 9 of their last 10 meetings. Despite Philadelphia's offensive performance being ranked in the middle of the league, they've managed to hit the over in the majority of their games. In fact, the Flyers have gone 6-2 on the over in their last 8 contests, while the Maple Leafs have gone 8-2 on the over in their last 10. Toronto gives up a fair number of shots per game, and some of those shots are bound to result in goals. With their offense firing on all cylinders, the Maple Leafs should have no problem scoring against the Flyers. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.